Hello, everybody, and welcome back to IEM Katowice, round of 76. As we are now going into this lower bracket match between Probe and Vanya. And we are going to be starting on Ephemeran, spawning in the bottom right. The Red Zerg, representing Team Starcom. This is Vanya.
All right, and his opponent, who we saw play earlier today, spawning in the bottom left-hand, or top left-hand corner, that is. It is Perot from Australia. And he's playing for Legacy Esports.
So it seems to be opening up pretty standard here. The wall off at the natural for Probe. Nothing too spectacular here coming in. But
All
it
right.
does seem to be pretty standard so far.
I'm glad we're getting to see a ZVP now. Very eventful day, I feel. I think this is always a pretty interesting matchup.
Does seem to be, especially to see what Probe decides to go for. We have seen Probe actually play PvZ on this channel late last year or early this year. I can't remember when our show matches was, but part of the Ducklings show matches, we had Probe versus Demi. And Demi had to go to the movie, so he just cheesed him all 3 games.
Go to the movie.
So hopefully Probe should be prepared for more cheese-oriented effects if it happens. But it is going to be Stargate opener here first from Probe. The may start to see that.
Cheese. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's not. It's not a proxy Stargate.
Still cheese. Anything Protoss does is cheese.
Okay, calm down, Zerg.
Is it that obvious?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Vanya's a scary opponent here, I think.
Does
I
seem
like
to
Probe,
be.
though. I like Probe for this matchup here.
Yeah. He only just narrowly missed out winning against a proxy, let's say proxy fact, but it was a proxy robo from Scalia. So I'm assuming this might be his more favorable standard matchup. I mean, he has practiced against lots of Australian Zergs. I would rather guess that he has. He did also have a trip away overseas, big in NA.
Nice.
So he should be well prepared for this tourney. We'll have to see how far he gets to go. Does look like he will be spending just a couple of links here. About
He's gonna lose some length and then probably shade out. I don't know if that's the right call.
Yeah, he's gonna shade out here. Does pull back the Oracle to help with the defense here. So
cancels that. Nice. So for those of you who don't know, if you didn't see this last game, we watched Probe, and he unfortunately lost to Skillius, and now he's in bracket. This is the round 1 of the lower bracket, and this is a best of 3 series.
Yes.
So I feel like normally these are like one round games or something like that, but this is a best of 3, so that's cool. We do get to see the full level of skill from these players in more than one game.
Yeah. Venus coming in to harass some overlords. Drop that supply down on Vanya.
Roachhorn going down right now.
Yeah. See. Looking like pretty standard PvZ so far here.
Yep.
But it does look like Probe's Fed starting to get put up now.
Now, I feel like another exciting thing is we haven't seen any like real big tournaments so far this year, I think. So I feel like this is like the first display of where like the new meta or where the new crazy builds are going to come out, you know? Everything we're seeing right here is pretty much like new and improved builds and orders. for how the game has evolved in the past couple months.
Yeah, so Robo already done here for Probe. Gonna start churning out those Immortals Forge, and Twilight Council just finishing up. So may expect to see going into maybe, you know, some Charge Lot Immortal Archon play. So usually
Infestation Pit, I think, got instantly instantly scouted.
Did it get Will now?
Yeah, now for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. That's fast.
That is a fast Infestation Pit.
They're going for Swarm Host then.
Maybe Swarm Host Nidus. I thought that play was dead, but apparently not. Has been popping up a little less, but it is still a bit common.
I know it's common against like versus Terran Mech, I believe now. It's like that's the standard.
Yeah, Terran Mech and Protoss generally see it.
Yeah. But I haven't seen it in Protoss too much lately. I've been seeing a lot of like lurker play. I'm sure Vanya is gonna pull out some lurkers eventually, but maybe like game 2 or something. But yeah, he's probably gonna go for the swarm. Yeah, 10 swarm host on the supply tab.
No Nidus so far.
Yeah, no Nidus. I actually saw one game with I believe it was Cham, and he went for swarm host and no Nidus. He just walked them around the map, which was pretty ridiculous. But he won the tournament. So I don't know if that's a thing people do now or if this is just a late Nidus going down.
It can work if they're not scattered out, but there are Phoenixes on the map here.
Phoenixes, and I like that Probe he's getting a Storm, I believe. Well, he should get Storm here soon.
Well, hopefully soon, but it's just going to be Archons for the moment. But
Queen's being pulled too. Whoa, what's going on here?
I think it's for the anti-air against the Phoenixes.
Yeah.
Will be best bet here, but
that kind of makes us a little bit heavier of a push because 4 Queens walking across the map is not cheap by any means. Does get scouted by this one Zealot though.
That looks like warp in more units. 3 Immortals, a couple sentries, Stasis Wall going down. 3 Hoplins with the splash damage. This is going to be a tough old pull. Shield battery is already up and about. It's already.
Oh, they're going to hit right before the shield batteries. Okay, 2 of them are done.
2 of them are done, but they're going.
Finish up.
They're going straight to the army. Nice Stasis Ward. Onto some of the Locusts.
The Locust, yeah, I think that was the best case scenario for both of them. Like, he doesn't want those Locusts to land, but also Vanya doesn't want his units to be Stasis Wards. Rather have those Locusts trigger that. Queens are all being taken out by the Archons and Immortals, and now there's 1 Oracle left, but there's not much energy in it. It can just tickle some of these units here.
Spire on the way here from
second Locust wave is ready.
Oh, Neva.
With 2 probes? Question mark?
Hey, that's a Draver. But now the Locust land on. Straight onto the Archons. The Archons disappear like magic. Now it's just these 3 Immortals trying to push back onto the mirror line to try and fight and give them less surface area. But Shield Battery healing up.
Oh my god.
Shield Battery being clutch here.
What is
Phoenix
this
now
here?
out.
He's got so many Immortals out already. Does he have double bay or something? He's going to be able to clean all this up. That is a ridiculous Immortal count.
Yeah, but now that Spire's almost finished. I'm pretty sure that's going to be for some Mutalisks here, and not really too much anti-air going to be coming in from Probe. Just some Archons.
But there's an observer in the main base of Vanya, and he doesn't even everything. as well as those little flying units just following him around.
Yeah. I mean, oh, look at that Immortal count. There's no way you can push through that.
And he's just adding, and he's like he's like growing food for the Immortals.
Oh, Swarm Host do get picked.
Oh, he's gonna activate all of them in there. Nice control. It's actually not easy to control them that quick and have them not auto attack on all the Zealots that were in front of him. So good control there. He's coming in, not that much surface area. He does have a shield battery going down. He has a pretty decent amount of units here. He will be able to get some damage done, but I don't think he wants to push into this further. He's going to take the fight here. Huge splash damage.
Reinforcing. So many roaches here. And Vanya, he just keeps on pushing forward. Another warp in. It's going to be coming in. But
more beats less in this case. I mean, it looks like Vanya should have never won that fight, but here Vanya is taking out the entire army, doing more damage, I think, than being taken, and he's still not done yet. I think he'll be able to clean up the rest of this, and reinforcements are going to come, swarm hosts are going to come, 12 more roaches on the supply tab as he's getting the greater spire, and a next wave of locusts are going to come in here. He is just He's looking tough right now. Vanya's in a great position. Even though they are even on worker count right now, Vanya's just taking some favorable trades with those Locusts. Locust do lead now.
Oh, nice split of the Locust there.
Yeah.
Trying to stop him from the damage of the Archons. Just gonna land on the two Zealots, just ripping through, but the Roaches.
This has to be GG.
Has to be GG, but that one shield barrier in the back can tank a lot for these Immortals. Another round of warp in of Zealots coming in, just 2 Zealots at this moment. And it looks like this may be the end for Pro for game 1. These 3 Immortals in the back line, trying to pack up the bars, landing onto the back one. Runner model will land down. A simulator getting destroyed as well. GG is going to be called.
I think if Probe had a warp prism there and did some immortal juggling, it changed the entire game. That was a good game number 1.
That was a good game number 1.
I wish there was some juggling there though, some warp prisms.
Yeah.
But that is only game 1. Probe still got game number 2 to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I have faith.
Yeah. I have faith too, but, you know. I guess we'll see whether Probe has to... can rally back from this, as our second map is going to be Nightshade. So... see whether Probe...
I gotta join real quick.
Yep. Quickly!
Oh my god. It's gonna take a second.
Are you in? Go.
No.
Are you in?
No, I'm not. My game.
No.
Loading. Did they already start?
Where are you? What? Why have you looked out?
It crashed.
Oh.
When I shared the screen thing.
Quickly coming back in. Technical difficulties, folks. Stop playing some theme music. Nah, I don't know what music. Oh, we got some Russian casters joining us.
Oh, nice. Multi-language on this one.
No.
Alright, so sorry about that. It took me a second.
Nope, they're starting.
Oh, no way. Alright, I'm in. They're entering.
Not too late.
Oh, man.
I'll share my screen.
Alright.
Alright, so we are going on to Nightshade. A bit of a map here. So we will be back in a couple of seconds to play a nice intro video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nightshade LE for this second map of this best of 3 elimination match. And spawning in the top left, the Red Zerg, representing Team StarCom. This is Vanya.
Oh, sorry, I can't. My stream is not working right now. I can't see it. So you do the second intro for me, man.
And spawning in the bottom right, the Blue Protoss, representing Legacy Esports and the Nation of Australia. This is Per. All right. So, Probe. Oh, he's going for a cannon rush. Oh, boy.
That's hilarious. I'm glad we got to see one finally.
Yay. Oh, nice round. Does get the wall off here. Gonna throw down the first cannon. Now, what is the response going to be here?
He's gonna have to cancel the second, I think. I'd like to see him cancel it. Maybe he will, maybe he won't.
He will, maybe he won't. But it looks like it's going to be that. Now, see, whether Probe follows up with... He has got the wall off of his natural as well, so there's no chance of a counterattack. The natural already being relocated to that third. So it seems to be just a cautionary response here from Vanya just at this moment. Whether he wants to go straight into roaches maybe to try and cancel, trying to destroy that cannon rush.
I think this is like the typical response nowadays. You cancel it at the last possible second, get the roach one as fast as you can. Yeah. And I think, I mean, as the Protoss player, you normally want to go in and try and steal that second gas, just so they aren't able to get their roach count up efficiently. So if they don't block that second gas, then it's fairly easy for the Zerg to hold in most case scenarios.
Well, it's going to be Stargate here from Probe as the follow-up. Hasn't got his natural yet. Storing some minerals. That Probe just going to give high ground vision there. Maybe kill off this queen, but no. Looks like the queen is able to get away just in time. Adept going to be going in. No, he's just going to stay back. Now, usually, with cannon rushes in my ladder games, usually it's followed up by a proxy robo at that location. Oh, can he get rid of that? Oh, does get rid of the creep tumor. That is pretty decent for Probe. So stops the creep growing and potentially having some, some spine crawlers coming in, but looks like...
Oh, he's pulling probes now. The drones.
The drones. I think they're just transferring to that third. File's going down onto that one cannon. And looks like this cannon rush is going to, just for now, just gonna
It was only done. 2 cannons, so it wasn't that big of a...
Yeah. Wasn't that
like a Robo Bay go down and shield batteries.
Yeah.
Okay, he does,
but for now...
Yeah, I feel like the Stargate follow-up is the right response here. Queens are pretty good at anti-air, though, but you gotta have them in every base. Oh, he's gonna be able to pick off that Freaker Queen and the Ravager there. That's a huge pick-off, already getting his money's worth out of that Oracle.
Yeah. That's 100, gas 100, yeah. Sorry, taking a look at that loss, but with that one cannon and the 2 adepts being lost as well, still in favor, mineral-wise at least, for Vanya in the unit slots. These 2 oracles going across the map, trying to see what they will find. Array spores up, but looks like they're just going to get one probe. Oh, sorry, one drone.
There. He hit one drone with only 1 oracle for a second there. Oof. Not a huge deal, but he might have been able to get 1 more drone. Which is a huge deal at this point in the game. But I do like the rush. Like, it is super annoying for the Zerg to have to walk his drones all the way to the 3rd base.
Yeah.
It's cutting out.
And no keep cover. And look at these slow queens waddling their way, tiptoeing their way across in between that natural and 3rd, having to cover the creep there. But Probe does get scared off that natural is up and running now. Going to be starting to get saturated. As looking like Probe is just going to keep macroing up here. Here's an even supply at the moment with Vanya. It's going to be Observer first. Should start going into Immortals here.
That's a lot of little glowing balls that are flying right there.
Oracles?
Yeah, those things.
Disco balls.
Yeah, there's like flying disco balls.
The flying disco balls of death. But combine that with the depths as well. 4 oracles combined with the depths.
That's a heavy ground killer right there.
That's a heavy, like, we're gonna kill your drones here, but nice round. There comes the oracles. Oh wow, they're actually eliminating all 3 of these queens, and now the drones are gonna be in trouble at this natural immediately. Making a spore crawler there, this 1 queen.
I stand
trying to
corrected.
fend
That's
off
what
the
he was doing.
pressure. And now, Vanya feels like he'd go across the map. What is there at the natural Kuro to defend of Probe? Stalker and 2 sentries, 2 stalkers and 2
Getting 3
sentries.
shield batteries right now. He's even about to finish his Twilight as well. I wonder what upgrade he's going to go for with that.
Probably charge, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Unless it's blink.
Yeah.
But these
Vanya
oracles
hasn't
are...
even just. I was going to say, Vanya hasn't destroyed the cannon, I don't think, in his main base yet. It's still there.
Natural, yeah.
The natural,
But,
yeah.
oh, wow. These 4 oracles, can they? Oh, wow, they still survive. There's no other anti-air here. The Queen had to transform. Oh, nice one. Dropper Lords. He does see it. 1 oracle does go down, but 7 drones for 1 oracle.
Vision is so good right now.
Yeah, it is.
The position of his observer has been there for the past every game he's played against Vanya, and I can't believe Vanya hasn't scouted that yet.
Look at this Ling Rush here. And a couple of probes, and 10 Ravagers going to be morphed here.
Oh my god.
They could buy 12 Ravagers, 47 Lings, 2 Dropper Lords.
I would say that's not that scary, and then the Ravagers come in. I'm like, he's got shield batteries, he's got sentries.
Hey, he does see the Dropper Lords.
Oh, but how does he split? Is he just gonna drop them? Oh, the Queen. Oh, nice anti-air.
Nice anti-air here. Guardian Shell going to be used. Biles landing now, trying to snipe out. Going to kill off that Forge, it seems like, but that's just going to leave the wall wide open. Force field's going down onto 2 of these Ravagers, but looks like they won't die. And it's just now more Immortals, more. Oh, going to go for the Cybercore.
Cybercore has to go down with this round of Biles right here.
Oh, it does go down, but exactly not where you need. But the legs, the round, here comes the Oracles to try and help zone out. And now, looking at supplies. Vanya supply is actually dropping more than probes at the moment, but the legs, they're doing more than value. The charged zealots are there, but looks like there's nothing to defend. The Oracles are doing as much anti-air as they can.
Right in the middle. Oh, we're down for. I can't believe Vanya Probe is actually holding like he is right now. He's doing kiting his army and keeping that army back. But
charge is completed.
Vanya's just had a little too much, and his reinforcements keep coming in. I like the Overlord spread and creep, making his units and his queens faster. Without that, those queens would be dead in the water. And I don't know if Probe's going to be able to come back here from this.
Oh, that's a nice force field. 1 mortal. The transfusions from the Queen going down. Bile's going to be landing onto that. Whatever is making looks like it was a pylon going down there. The Oracle's still hanging around. 1 Queen might go down. No, just survives with sliver of health. Chancellor's going to be going down. 1 Queen does go down. Chancellor's going straight onto these Ravagers now. And it looks like Probe is just going to hold for now.
That is ridiculous.
Well, he is going to lose his third. But the army is coming in to respond. Biles landing down. How long can these... Can this thing stand? He actually saves it. Oh, surround. Nice force field to try and stop surround. The Biles landing onto the Immortals. 1 Immortal goes to go down. Probe trying to stop these Immortals from dying, but it doesn't seem to be out. The charge launch going straight in onto the Roaches now. 1 Stalker does survive, but I think that was it. Just Roaches and Lings right now. Going to be coming in. More Oracles being made. Templar Archives. Gang's almost done here for Probe. The Spire almost done here for Vanya right now. But Probe will be sacrificed.
Yeah, Probe should have just sacrificed a 3rd base without even trying to defend. He lost, like, majority of his army in that engagement. He had a majority of his army left. But then
that was pretty much an all-in there from Vanya, because look at that work count. 35 to 41 in favor of Probe. Even though he has to remake his 3rd, he is still in a good economic position, especially when you do that. The harassment from these Oracles.
You should go for army at this point.
Oh, they're quite even in army supply right now, so...
Yeah.
But with these Mulists coming out... Oh, but Probe already having
Probe has the Archons coming in. That's perfect counter to the Mutas. I think this might just keep Probe in the game right here. Or actually help him secure the win. Going for Archons against these Mutas is going to be a huge deal. They're probably just going to fly into their death. Maybe Vanya will be fast enough to pull them back. But they are now
they're going straight for the main.
Going straight for that line as Vanya Probe actually
what probe goes down?
Yeah, this isn't good for
Oh, yeah, there I'm in big trouble now. But that minion, that natural, already 5 probes going down, evens up the worker count. But with these Archons here, he can't really get much more. Right now, it's about even. In terms of supply, just that Mutas being the gauge here. Small Stalkers getting in. Mutas going for that probe line. Already 11 workers going down here for Probe. He's trying to split them up, but it looks like Probe wants to send the rest of his army across the map.
Yeah, that was kind of all in there from him. He's like, yeah, I know there's and all that money. I'm just going to walk across the map, deep on creep, with no vision, and I'm just going to attack you straight up. But Vanya has a pretty scary army here. Vanya might have had too much time to prepare for this.
Oh, Bars waiting onto the Archons, but the splash damage onto the Zerglings. One Archon does go down. The Warpin of Zealot's going to be coming in. Where are those bars? Straight onto the Warp Prison, and it goes down.
24 probes went down. This is an all-in 4 probe right here. The irony is he let all his probes die. He is, however, cleaning up all this army. Oracle's taking out that... Oracle does go down. I think Probe has just enough here to survive. Sacrifice the other probe.
Archon. And this one Mortal might actually go down. He's not focusing, firing the roaches right now.
Yeah, Mortal went down.
But it looks like
there's a couple of Lings and 2 roaches coming out. Oh my god, I think if Vanya is able to keep producing units, he got 1 Archon. He's gonna get the other Archon, and now he's sitting on 28 workers. Probe sitting on 4 workers. I don't think Probe's gonna be able to get out of this. I don't know what Probe's whole deal was there. He's now allowing his Phoenixes to be hit by these Mutas, and
that's
GG. Oh, Probe should have stayed home and defended. Oh, that was rough. That was rough,
Probe. Yeah,
man,
I felt like
Probe had that. Probe had that.
Yeah, he did, but he just wasn't focus firing enough.
Yeah, I think he should have stayed home, defended against the Mutas, and then maybe even left just like 1 Archon back at home to, run around the Mutas or something. But he went for the attack, and that attack would have been good for him if he wasn't sitting on 4 workers.
Yeah.
That's where he might have messed up there.
Well, I guess with that.
Yeah, very unfortunate. That does now drop from the tournament. That was the lower bracket. So, good games, Probe.
Good games, Probe.
Looking forward to seeing you in future matches out here this year.
Unfortunately, does get eliminated from the round of 76. But congratulations to Vanya, who will advance onto the next round of that lower bracket. Let's see. Give you a quick update on what else is going on
against Art versus Goblin. In the lower bracket, Ninix did beat Poppy Joe right now. Zipper the Fly and Cass is going on. And then we have the main bracket, Armani TLO going on. TLO up 1 game. Haas versus Impact going on right now. No update on who's won. Innovation versus Skilius, who was the winner of our first match. And Bly versus Neeb going on right now. So that is where the bracket is at this point in time in the quarterfinals of the best of 3 for the main bracket.
Yeah. Well, with that, we'll be taking a quick break. After that, we'll try and find another series for you. So don't go anywhere. Grab some coffee, grab some water, hydrate your Hodges, drain your disruptors, whatever, all that stuff that still says. But we'll be right back with another series for you. Don't go anywhere.